Most people think gut problems mean bloating or stomach pain, but here's what most people don't realize. You can have a completely unhealthy gut and feel nothing in your stomach. And this is where most people get it wrong. Instead, you feel this: fatigue, brain fog, anxiety, poor sleep, skin issues, low energy. Most people watching this have no idea their gut is involved. And none of those feel like gut problems, but they can be. And if you're hearing this and thinking, yeah, that's me, you're exactly who this video is for. And here's the part most people miss. Your gut controls way more than digestion. Things like your immune system, your mood, your energy levels. And later in this video, I'll show you the one sign most people ignore. And once you see it, it becomes obvious. In this video, I'm going to break down the hidden signs that your gut is unhealthy, why most people miss it, and what you can start doing to fix it. And I'll also explain why a lot of people try to fix their gut and still don't get better. I'm Dr. Matt Mason, chiropractor, acupuncturist, and functional medicine practitioner. And I see this all the time. People come in thinking it's one thing, but it's something else entirely. And here's what most people have never been told. Your gut is not just digestion. Think of it like a control center. It helps regulate your immune system, inflammation, brain function, hormones. In fact, 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. So when your gut is off, everything else starts to get thrown off. And this is why these next symptoms don't seem connected, but they are. The first sign most people miss: fatigue. You wake up tired, even after a full night of sleep. You crash in the afternoon. And at some point you start wondering, why do I feel like this? And here's what's actually happening. If your gut isn't absorbing nutrients, your cells don't get fuel. So your body literally doesn't have what it needs to produce energy. So you can eat healthy all day long and still feel depleted. And this is where people start chasing the wrong solution, because the symptom is not the root problem. And this is where it starts to connect, because it's never just one symptom. It becomes a pattern. Brain fog. You feel slow. You lose focus. You can't think clearly. That's the gut-brain connection. And here's what's wild. 90% of your serotonin is produced in your gut. And serotonin is basically your body's feel-good chemical. It helps regulate your mood, your stress, how calm you feel. So when your gut is off, that system gets disrupted. And this is where it starts to compound, because now you start seeing anxiety, mood changes, feeling more on edge than usual, and it doesn't feel like a gut issue, but it is. Now, quick question: how many of those are you experiencing right now? Because if it's more than one, that's not random. That's a pattern. And if you've been chasing each of these symptoms individually, that's why nothing's worked. And if no one has ever explained this to you before, that's not your fault. Most people are never told to look here. And remember, I told you earlier, there's one sign most people ignore. We'll get there in a second. But here's where most people get misled. And this is a big one. And this is where people waste a lot of time. They try to fix this with probiotics. And this is where things often go wrong. Because if the environment inside your gut is still inflamed and the lining is still damaged, nothing works. And this is why people feel stuck even when they're doing everything right. And this is also why just throwing random supplements at your gut usually doesn't work either. Because in the next videos, I'm going to walk you through the exact foods, the exact supplements, and the right order to actually rebuild your gut. And this is where people get frustrated, because on paper, you're doing everything right. You eat clean, you take supplements, you exercise, and you still feel stuck, because something deeper is being missed. Now, here's where it starts to make sense. Your gut has a lining. Think of it like a filter, almost like a protective barrier. It's supposed to let in what your body needs and keep out what it doesn't. But when that lining gets damaged, things start getting through that shouldn't. And that's when inflammation spreads, and that can show up as fatigue, brain fog, or even joint pain. And once that starts, now your body is constantly reacting, even if everything on the surface looks healthy. And this is the part that frustrates people the most. Now let me show you what this looks like in real life, because I see this all the time in my office. And this is one of the most common patterns. Patients come in, fatigue, brain fog, anxiety. They tried everything, eating better, taking supplements, doing all the right things, but nothing works. When we shift the focus back to the gut, support the lining, reduce inflammation, that's when things start to change. Energy improves, focus improves, mood improves. Now, this is the one I mentioned earlier, the one most people ignore, and it's a big one. You're getting sick often. It takes longer to recover. And if that's happening, your gut is almost always involved because your immune system lives in your gut. So if your gut is off, your immune system is off. There's a common myth. If you don't have bloating, your gut must be healthy. But the reality is you can have gut dysfunction with zero digestive symptoms. So now you can see what's happening. It's not random. It's not separate issues. It's one system out of balance. Now, before I show you what to do, you have to understand this. If you don't fix the inflammation and the gut lining first, nothing else works. Now, here's where to start, and keep this simple. Reduce processed foods. Chew your food slowly. Digestion starts in the mouth. Lower your stress. If you fix your gut, you just don't fix digestion. You fix energy. You fix focus. You fix how your body feels day to day. And over the next few videos, I'm going to show you step by step how to actually repair this without guessing. And this is exactly why in the next video, I'm going to show you why probiotics fail for so many people and what actually needs to be fixed first. Comment below which one of these you've been dealing with the most, or if you didn't realize this could even be your gut. I'll see you in the next video.